Hello there, students! Welcome to today's video, Surviving Natural Disasters. My name is Sinead, and I will be your survival teacher for this class. Listen carefully if you want to live. But first, what is a natural disaster? A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural processes of the earth. Examples include floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis, storms, and other geological processes. I'm sure all of you have learned about natural disasters in Korea and how to stay safe, but do you know how to be safe in English? Maybe if you go abroad or meet an English speaker like me, you will need to know how. That's where this lesson comes in. I will teach you about natural disasters in English so that you can be safe when you travel and also so you can help English speakers. I'm from a country in Europe called Ireland. This is Ireland. What do you think? If you say ugly, you will be in trouble. We don't experience many natural disasters. Ireland is very safe. We just have lots of rain and wind. No earthquakes, no volcanoes, no snakes. When I was a child, I didn't know what to do if there was a natural disaster. And in the past, I would need your help. There are many types of natural disaster in the world. So, can you think of the most dangerous? Take out worksheet 1 and match the picture to the disaster and the text to the disaster. Okay, nice job. Let's go through the natural disasters and make sure you got them all right. First, we have the tornado, violently spinning winds. Being in a tornado looks like this. Next, we have fire, burning, which gives out a bright light, heat, and smoke. These happen naturally or because of people and are super dangerous. Here is what being in a fire is like. Wildfires are often caused by humans or lightning. They can cause flooding or disrupt transportation, gas, power, and communications. They can happen anywhere, anytime, but the risk of wildfires increases in times of little rain and high winds. Next, lightning. Lightning is electricity between a cloud and the ground, or within a cloud. Here is what it looks like to be struck by lightning. Then we have the typhoon. A typhoon is a tropical storm in the Indian or Western Pacific Oceans. They look a bit like this. Next is the earthquake, a sudden and violent shaking of the ground. Being in an earthquake is like this. Lastly, we have the tsunami, a long, high sea wave caused by an earthquake. Getting caught in a tsunami probably looks a little like this. Now that you know what these disasters are called in English, you can be more safe when you travel outside Korea. But what about helping English speakers? Don't worry, I'm going to teach you some easy ways to help people. First, we need to talk about the word should. Should is a super helpful word for telling someone to do something. Should is an auxiliary verb. We use should mainly to give advice or make recommendations. The basic structure for should is subject plus should plus the main verb. When you are giving advice for safety, you should use you should and you should not. Let's have a look at some examples for you should. So, a tornado, you should go to the basement. An earthquake, you should drop, cover, and hold on. A tsunami, you should go to high ground. Simply start the sentence with you should and give the safety procedure. Easy, right? Now let's look at some examples for you should not. So lightning, you should not go to high ground. Typhoon, you should not walk through flooded areas. Earthquake, you should not use an elevator. And earthquake, you should not go near power lines or buildings. The news and emergency services are super important for surviving natural disasters. They are maybe the most important things for keeping people safe. Can you think why? If you guessed because they tell people what they should do, then you would be correct. Emergency services and the news often send emergency alerts in Korea, and you get a text message on your cell phone. Emergency alerts are usually very short, concise, and helpful. They don't waste space and they don't waste words. The faster someone can read the alert, the better. I'm sure you've seen an emergency alert at some point. But wait! You could send an emergency alert to English speakers, right? Quick! Can you draft an emergency alert to send to all cell phones of English speakers using you should and you should not? Take out worksheet 2. Nice work! Now that you know about emergency alerts, I think it is time to talk about natural disaster safety procedures. Safety procedure means a step-by-step plan of how to do something. During natural disasters, there are a number of safety procedures that we should all follow. These procedures ensure that people stay safe during a disaster. You can often find safety procedures on a poster inside a building, or on a sign outside. They are super useful to see. They are a guide on how to stay alive. I'm sure that you are all aware of most of these safety procedures, but do you know them in English? Remember, if you want to travel abroad or to help an English speaker, you will need to know them. Safety procedure signs usually follow a specific format. 1. Information about the natural disaster. 2. Safety advice on what you should do. 3. Safety advice on what you should do. And 4. Things you should not do. We already talked about number 1, the information, in the natural disaster worksheet 1. So let's talk about 2, 3, and 4. I will tell you about the safety procedures for our natural disasters. So listen carefully and try to remember as much as you can. This information includes safety advice about what you should do and what you should not do. So pay attention! Tornado safety procedures in the event of a tornado. You should go to the basement or an inside room without windows on the lowest floor. For example, a bathroom, closet, or hallway. Avoid windows, and you should get under something sturdy, like a heavy table or a workbench, and cover your body with a blanket, sleeping bag, or mattress. Protect your head with anything available. If you are outside in a mobile home, you should find a building with a basement. If you are in a car, find the nearest strong building. You should not stay in a mobile home. Fire safety procedures in the event of a fire. Indoors. You should stay calm. You should evacuate the building. You should call the fire brigade when you are outside and safe. You should close all the doors and windows you pass by, but you should not lock them. In the event of a fire outdoors, you should evacuate immediately if you are told to. If trapped, call emergency services and give your location, and turn on lights to help rescuers find you. You should also listen to the news. You should use N95 masks. If you are not ordered to evacuate, you should stay inside in a safe location. Lightning safety procedures when you are outdoors. When thunder roars, you should go indoors. Find a safe, enclosed shelter. If the weather forecast calls for thunderstorms, you should cancel your trip or activity. The 30-second rule. After you see lightning, start counting to 30. If you hear thunder before you reach 30, you should go indoors. If no shelter is available, you should crouch low with as little of your body touching the ground as possible, and you should not touch concrete walls or walls. When you are indoors, you should not touch water because lightning can travel through plumbing. You should not touch electronic equipment of all types. Lightning can travel through electrical systems and radio and television reception systems. You should not touch concrete floors and walls. Typhoon safety procedures. You should stay indoors, keep calm, you should listen to the news, you should have a flashlight and radio handy with fresh batteries. You should stock up on water, food, batteries, and first aid supplies. You should not go to riverbanks, coastal areas, slopes, or cliffs. Rain can start landslides, rock slides, and mudslides. You should not walk through flooded areas and should not cross flowing water. Earthquake safety procedures if you are indoors. Drop, cover, and hold on. You should hide under a strong table or desk. Drop to the floor against an interior wall and cover your head and neck with your arms. You should avoid windows, hanging objects, mirrors, tall furniture, large appliances, and cabinets filled with heavy objects. You should stay away from buildings. If you are in bed, you should stay there and cover your head with a pillow. You should not use elevators. If you are outdoors, you should move to a clear area. You should not go near power lines, buildings, and trees. If you are on the beach, you should move to higher ground. An earthquake can cause a tsunami. Tsunami safety procedures. You should go to a safe place as high and as far inland as possible. You should listen to the authorities, but do not wait for tsunami warnings and evacuation orders. If you are in the water, you should grab onto something that floats, such as a raft, tree trunk, or door. If you are in a boat, you should face the direction of the waves and head out to sea. If you are in a harbor, you should go inland. Knowing these safety procedures might be easy in Korean, but would you be able to help someone using English? Well, I hope you can, because dragons are attacking downtown Daegu. Somehow they are causing natural disasters. There are snakes. They have turned into dragons. How is this possible? Whoa, is that an earthquake? A tornado, a tsunami? You tell me. So quick, can you make a sign to teach all the English speakers in Daegu the safety procedures for natural disaster dragon attacks? What natural disaster is the dragon causing, and what should English speakers do? Where should they go? Here is an example worksheet about lightning. Try to make one like this for your natural disaster. As you can see, we have the natural disaster information, 2 boxes of safety, and advice for what you should do and what you should not do. All right, let's do worksheet 3. Nice work! I'm pretty sure you saved many lives today with that sign. Without it, everyone could have gotten hurt and died. You did it! You saved everyone's lives. You are truly a hero. Because of you, everyone could survive this dragon war. All English speakers are in your debt. But that's all we have time for. I hope you learned a lot about natural disasters in English, and I hope you'll be ready for all your future adventures. So, bye! I hope dragons don't attack again. Bye-bye.